Today we are going to talk about the definition of a relationship. What is actually a relationship? The relationship is a general term that is used to express any relations between different individuals. Some of the examples of connections between various stakeholders include love, friendship, relatives, marriage, and workmates, among others. One of the vital aspects of the deliberate is that a relationship can be either legal or through voluntary action. So, what is a healthy relationship? Relationships are necessary part of healthy living, but there are no such thing as a perfect relationship. Relationships from acquaintances to romances have potential to enrich our lives and add our enjoyment of life. However, the same relationships can cause discomfort and sometimes even cause harm. Take a few minutes to learn more about how to protect yourself from developing unhealthy relationships. So, what makes a healthy relationship? A healthy relationship is when two people develop a connection based on different things such as mutual respect, trust, honesty, support, fairness or equality, and separate identities. A good communication, a sense of playfulness and fondness. All these things take work. Each relationship is most likely a combination of both healthy and unhealthy characteristics. Relationships need to be maintained, and healthy relationships take work. This applies to all relationships: work relationship, friendships, family, and romantic relationships. So, what are signs of a healthy relationship? A healthy relationship should bring more happiness than stress into your life. Every relationship will have stress at times, but you want to prevent prolonged mental stress on either member of the relationship. Below are some characteristics that may be present in your healthy relationships. While in a healthy relationship, you take care of yourself and have a good self-esteem, independent of your relationship. You maintain and respect each other's individually. You maintain relationships with friends and family. You have activities apart from one another. You can express yourselves to one another without fear of consequences. You can feel secure and comfortable. You allow and encourage other relationships. You take interest in one another's activities. You don't worry about violence in the relationship. You trust each other and you are honest with each other. You have the option of privacy. You have respect for sexual boundaries. You are honest about sexual activities if it is a sexual relationship. You accept influence. Relationships give and take. Allowing your partner to influence you is important. This can be especially difficult to some men. You resolve conflict fairly. Fighting is part of even healthy relationships. The difference is how the conflict is handled. Fighting fairly is an important skill that can help you to have a healthier relationship. So, what are signs of an unhealthy relationship? At all times, the relationships will have some of the characteristics listed below. However, unhealthy relationships will exhibit these characteristics more frequently and cause you stress and pressure that is hard to avoid. This tension is unhealthy for both members of the relationship and may lead to problems into other areas of your life. While in an unhealthy relationship, you put one person before the other by neglecting yourself or your partner. You feel pressure to change who you are for the other person. You feel worried when you disagree with the other person. You feel pressure to quiet activities you usually or used to enjoy. You have pressure for the other person into agreeing with you or changing to suit you better. In a ties, one of you has to justify your actions, e.g. where you go or who you see. In a ties, one partner feels obliged to have sex or has been forced. You have a lack of privacy and may be forced to share everything with the other person. You and your partner refuse to use safer sex methods. In a ties, arguments are not settled fairly. You experience yelling or physical violence during an argument. You attempt to control or manipulate the other person. In a ties, your partner attempts to control how you dress or criticizes your behaviors. You don't make time to spend with one another. You have no common friends, or have a lack of respect for each other's friends and family. You notice an unequal control of resources, for example, food, money, home, car, or etc. You experience a lack of fairness and equality. If some of your relationships have some of these characteristics, it does not necessarily mean the end of that relationship. By recognizing how these characteristics affect you, you can begin to work on improving the negative aspect of your relationships to benefit for both of you. So, when should I seek professional help for my relationship? If a partner ever tries to harm you physically or force you to do something sexually, that should be a clear sign that it is an unhealthy relationship. In that situation, you should consider getting help or ending the relationship. Even if you believe that person loves you, it doesn't make up for harm they are doing to you. Other circumstances may include when you are unhappy in a relationship but cannot decide if you should accept your unhappiness. Try to improve the relationship or end the relationship. When you have decided to leave a relationship but find yourself still in the relationship. When you think you are staying in the relationship for the wrong reasons, such as fear of being alone or guilt. If you have a history of staying in unhealthy relationships, having a counselor or a mental health provider to talk to can help you work out changes in your relationships and find a solution that is healthy for both partners.